Hey guys, happy baby name Monday. I hope you're well. I'm sure you're at home staying safe and taking care of yourself. I'm at home. I'm actually in my daughter's bedroom today because all 3 kids are at home. My husband now works from home and I've just had a crazy time trying to figure out how to homeschool them, and of course the backdrop to the reason why we're doing that is really overwhelming, but it's our little bit of time together just to sit and chat baby names. And this week the names are boy and girl names, which mean hope or miracle, for obvious reasons. I know that anyone who is pregnant right now, I've linked a couple of resources below from channelmum.com, a website I work with, who've done some amazing advice for pregnancy during this time, and also Instagram of Dr. Larissa Corder, who is the UK's leading women's health and fertility expert. She's been all over the news in the UK. She has so many helpful videos and stuff on her Instagram. So I've linked both those resources below. Know that we are with you. If you are pregnant, let us know how many weeks you are down in the comments below. And everyone, do spend some time in the comments giving everyone a big heart. We would just want to pour our love towards you guys right now and give you some amazing names as well. We're very good at names here and we love them, so do ask any advice as well. It's one of our favourite things to do. So let me get on. I think I've got about 21 baby names for boys and girls, which mean hope or miracle, and they're going to inspire this new generation of amazing people that are coming into a brave new world, one that we hope is kinder and more special and much more loving. So I'm going to be reading them on my computer a little bit. So the first name is a girl's name, but it's pretty gender neutral, and it is the name Asha. So there were 34 girls named Asha, spelled like this, in the UK last year. It's actually an Indian name, which I think is so beautiful. Sanskrit name. It's really popular over here at the moment, and it means hope or desire, which I just think is such a beautiful name meaning. The reason I also really loved it is that in Swahili the name means life, so I just think it's got those beautiful meanings all combined, Asha, and it just sounds so gentle, so sweet, so special. And obviously we do think of the ash tree as well, so it's kind of got a nature vibe to it. So I had to look at the ash tree, and apparently the ash tree was a very, very sacred tree in Celtic mythology. It was a symbol of protectiveness, which is so lovely. You know, I know at the moment we're all overwhelmed with this need to protect the most vulnerable, and particularly our babies and our elderly. And in Nordic mythology, the first man sprung from an ash tree, and he was known as the guardian and protector of all children. So there's some lovely meanings and thoughts behind the name Asha. I think it's a lovely name, and I love the spelling of it like this as well. For a boy, how about the name? This is a totally unranked name, but I really like the name Beacon. So a beacon of light is what I was thinking, and putting out that beacon of light to guide the world is such a lovely meaning. And I was like, wow, I really like it, because deacon is a name we've kind of heard of, but not beacon as much. So it means signal light. It is totally unranked at the moment. It also a beacon of hope. A beacon light is also a fire lit for celebration, also as warning as well. So it's got a kind of a feeling of that about it, which may be association for a lot of you, but to me, being a signal light and a beacon of light into this world is a gorgeous name. For girls, I liked the name with a similar meaning, which is Alana. Isn't that so nice? It's a Finnish name. It wasn't ranked in the UK, and it means light bearer. So a lot of these are to do with light and hope and that sort of calling type of feeling to it. So yeah, it's a really, really lovely name. And in Israeli, it also means strong. So that real strength, light bearer, that miracle baby, that you're going to need this strength at the moment to get through pregnancy, to get through childbirth. But ultimately, they're going to be such a bright light in the world and in your world. So yeah, I just think that's such a pretty name, Alana. So my daughter, I'm going to quickly say her name. She's Evelina. I'm in her room, Evelina Blossom. Very flowery wallpaper. You can tell I have 2 boys and a girl. And her name is actually is very well used in Scandinavia, where we're from, but it means give life as well. And it's there were 72 baby Evelinas last year in the UK. Evelina, but Alana, they're really lovely names. I love that type of name. So looking for boys, how about the name Jessie? Jessie means gift. It was one of the fastest rising names 2 years ago. It hit the top 100 for the first time in the UK. And it's now at number 75. And I just think it's such a lovely name. It is unisex name, which is really trendy at the moment, Jessie. It's kind of got a cowboy vibe to it as well. And I love the mean gift. A lot of these mean gift. And I just think it's a really gorgeous name. For girls, how about Aurora? So it's a name we've talked about a lot before. It's a Disney name, Aurora, but it means dawn, and a new dawn, a new beginning. You know, we're all waiting for our new beginning. Aurora was the Roman goddess of sunrise, and her tears turned into morning dew. And yes, so emotional at the moment, isn't it? And I love the name Aurora. I love the nickname Rory for it, because I like having that kind of cool unisex nickname. And Aurora, whose tears made the morning dew, is just a beautiful meaning. So lovely, so special. It's at number 69. It's very popular at the moment here in the UK. I'm jumping all over my list and it's just going up and down my list, and I don't normally do that, but Theo for a boy is another one meaning gift. It is one, again, a really popular riser, so I wonder if it's because of the meaning that these are all whizzing up through the charts. But Theo is the fastest riser of last year, Theodore. So number 19 in the UK is Theo, 29 is Theodore, and it means divine gift. So again, a really gorgeous name. I think that is so trendy, and if you're not looking for something too out there and weird, then it's a really, really good choice. This one is really out there. Girl name, Dove. So Dove obviously is the biggest symbol of peace. It's the biggest symbol of kind of a new beginning and a new era. A dove, a new peaceful beginning. It's a very linked with love as well, like a dove's coo, singing love, singing love, cooing. Dove. I just think it is lovely. Olivia, which is our top name, and Oliver mean olive branch, which is the similar meaning as well. But Dove is obviously more out there. But I think because Olivia and Oliver are so popular, Dove isn't so crazy. Obviously there is a huge cosmetics brand called Dove in the UK. If you didn't want to go with Dove, you could go with Paloma, which is Spanish for dove, which is again very well known because of the singer. Or Jonah means dove as well. I really like the name Jonah. Jonah is linked with bad luck for sailors, so it might have a bit of a double meaning, but it means dove, and I think it's a lovely, lovely name. For girls, oh my gosh, this name is so beautiful, it's so rare. It's a medieval name, and it's Clermont. Clermont, oh my god, it's so cool, isn't it? Clermont, and it means light of the world. How special is that, Clermont? It is an Occitan name, which is medieval French. Obviously, we all know our Occitan names, don't we? Clermont, I think that's beautiful, absolutely stunning. And light of the world is such a special meaning, especially for right now. Benedict for boys, it means blessed. It's a really lovely name. It's less popular than I thought it was. It's only at number 504, and it's actually on a bit of a downward trend, which I was surprised about. But it means blessed, and it's taken from two Latin words, bene, which means good, and dict, which means speak. So kind of like good news as well, Benedict, blessed and good news, beautiful meanings. I love that name personally. Estelle, which is a French name meaning star. I think that guiding star, I just love the name Estelle. I really love it. I think it's so pretty, it's so unique. Stella's been used so much, but Estelle is really special and different, and I just really like it. And it's a bit like that Isabel, Bella thing we've got going on, we all love it. But Estelle meaning star is such a beautiful feeling of hope and miracle around your own little star. This name is so cool. It's the name Harbin for boys. Harbin, I mean, it could be gender neutral, to be honest. So Harbour, I've talked about a lot, which is a lovely name, kind of would fit into this list as a kind of safe sanctuary. But Harbin means little bright warrior. So I think for a miracle baby, a little bright warrior in your life, Harbin. And it was a totally new name. It's German. Well, it came up as German, but then also it came up as French. So, but I think it sounds so cool, like that kind of very strong masculine boy name, Harbin, meaning little bright warrior. Oh, that is so lovely. Hope, of course, I should have had hope right at the beginning. The name Hope for a girl is a number 139, and I do predict that we'll see a big rise in these virtue names. So virtue names normally really boom after a tough political time or a tough wartime, and this is a totally unique one, but I did a whole list on modern virtue names, which I'll link below. But Hope, yeah, it's at number 139. It's been around for ages. It's obviously optimism, it is life itself, hope, and the hope to have this lovely baby, and hope that the world heals and is stronger after all of this. I think it's a lovely, lovely name. Lux. I don't think this is an Instagram filter, is it? So Instagram filter names are actually boomed, all of them, which is really funny. It's a unisex name, but it's of Latin origin and means light, and I just really like the way it looks. I like the strong X in it. I think it works for boys or girls. Would be a lovely middle name, Lux. It goes with so many. If you've got like an L in it, like in the first name, like a Helena Lux or something, or Olivia Lux, it just sounds really nice. And Lux, obviously lucky kind of thing as well. So I just think it's beautiful. Have a little play around with it. There were only 6 babies named Lux last year. Phoenix, a very gender neutral name. There were 86 girls and 106 babies Phoenix last year. Phoenix is a forever popular name. It's quite a hippie name, you know, it's always been related a bit with River Phoenix, and Harry Potter fans amongst you will love the name Phoenix, but obviously Phoenix is a dark red kind of meaning of Phoenix is kind of like dark red, but Phoenix obviously rises from the ashes, and that symbol of rebirth and immortality, which is so fitting for right now. So I think it makes me love the name Phoenix even more. This is an unusual one. Not really a name, but I thought as my wild card, I put in the name Spring. So winter's become such a popular name and summer's become such a popular name. And I think Spring is just really nice. Again, I think it's a middle spot. It's a bit of a wild card, but you know, hopefully as we get into spring, you know, this spring is going to be the most historic spring in generations, and you know, it's a way of sort of honouring this period of time historically within a baby name, but one that also sounds really hopeful and pretty and joyous and light-hearted, you know, when all the new babies are born, when all the flowers come out, spring, and I just think it's just so pretty. And I think it works with boys as well, though. I think is this gender neutral, but I think it is. I think it works really, really well, but I think for a middle spot, I just think it looks so pretty. All of a sudden I'm like, yeah, vibing on spring, vibing. Till I've got a YouTube channel. This is another girl one. I'm sure I've missed some out, but I'll go back to my list. Beatrix. Beatrix means miracle or blessed, and I just think it is so stunning. It's at number 153 in the UK. But it also means she who brings happiness. So I just think how wonderful. Beatrix, again, it's not a crazy one, but it's, with the X ending, it's a little bit different to Beatrice, which is more commonly used. Beatrix Potter is hugely famous here in the UK for writing Peter Rabbit, which is massive at the moment. So if you've got an older child who's into Peter Rabbit, Beatrix would be a lovely name to choose, but also she who brings happiness, blessed. And I love, when I was travelling recently, I was in Ghana and they had a little girl called Blessie, which is quite often used, I think, in Ghana. Blessie, and that would be such a beautiful little nickname for a Beatrix, nicknamed Blessie. Oh, that would just be so beautiful. So let me tell you some more about it. So apparently it was originally from the word Beatrix, which was a feminine form of a Latin name, which also meant to voyage or to travel. And then they added the beautiful Latin Beautis in, and it became Beatrix as a name. So sort of beautiful traveller as well, which I think is a really lovely, you know, we're all so limited at the moment, and we don't know when the world will get back to having that spirit of voyage and travel, but I think when we do, hopefully that's something that we can embrace and enjoy again. So it was an interesting one. Anyway, I'm a bit of a geek about words and names, obviously, because I have this YouTube channel. So I think the names I missed out, the name Anchor. So I like the name Anchor. I like word names as names, and I think this really works. It means security, stability, being grounded, and I think that we say, you know, you're my anchor through this. It means a person who is in tune with themselves and holds on to their values. So maybe it's a bit of a modern virtue name that I was talking about earlier, you know, one of those names that becomes a bit like Psalm, you know, maybe it's a bit Kardashian West. It does mean presenter in America, which I think is something, you know, like anchorman, like if you're the anchor for a TV show, which isn't so associated here in the UK. But I was like, yeah, maybe if you're watching in America, you'd be like, doesn't sound as wearable. But I really liked it. Last one is a girl name. I'll end with the girls, and it's the name Amal. So I really know this name now, even though it's a very popular Middle Eastern name through Amal Clooney, George Clooney's wife, is where we first sort of really heard it more regularly, I think. Apparently it's a unisex name, and I loved it because it means hope and inspiration, but it also means to work for. So I think that for that miracle baby, the hope, inspiration, and to work towards, to work for, to strive for something is a really beautiful name meaning. And Amal is just so unusual, and just such a beautiful meaning, so having that inspiration in there as well. And a kind of glamorous name, Amal. I think that Amal probably has globalized the name a lot. So those are all of my top 2021, something like that, names which mean hope and miracle. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it's just been a nice chatty time together. Thanks so much for watching. Baby Mondays will be coming every single Monday as regularly as I can. You know, who knows how the next few weeks are going to go for us all, but sending love and light to you all, to all your babies to come, babies who are already here in your arms. And don't be afraid. You know, there's a huge community here of people who want to cheer you, want to support you. Do say hi. We'll all heart your comments below. You know, I know this feels very unfair if you are pregnant right now. It is unprecedented that you have to go through this, and it sucks. But there is so much love and support for you. So particularly from me and from everyone here. So lots and lots of love. And I hope you're all well. Never know how to end these. Take care, guys. Bye.